how to focus on work instead of diverting towards result.
So my dear friends, here the question is how to focus on work instead of diverting towards result. How to focus on work instead of diverting towards result. This is a question. So, what are the things to be done? First, namaste to all. This is a good question which is being asked by many students. Focusing on work. Focus on work instead of result. How to be focused? For example, let us have a discussion with some examples. All of us know the meaning of focusing. All of us know the meaning of focusing. Let us take the example of a convex lens, because in the case of a convex lens, if we focus the complete light on a paper, the paper starts burning. It indicates that the complete light is being focused at a single point. That single point, the intensity of light is maximum. When the intensity of light is maximum, it is even able to burn the paper also. But if a simple light comes and falls on a paper, it cannot burn the paper. But a focused light can burn the paper. So that is the meaning of, that is an example of focus. What is the meaning of to be focused? So how to be focused on the work, not on the result. For example, you are playing a game. Let me take an example of a shuttle game. If you are focusing on the result and playing, the partner and yourself, both of you are playing the game. Your focus is on the result, means he is getting 10 points and you are getting some 8 points, let us say. And the game point is 21. So when he gets 10 and you are getting 8, your focus is on result. You miss the enjoyment of the game. You miss the enjoyment of the game. You miss the joy of the game. Because your focus is on the result. You are completely, you're thinking about how to get the next point and how to win. In the process, you are losing the happiness. You are not able to enjoy that game. You are missing the enjoyment in the game. So you cannot give your best, because the best will not come out, because you are not at your best. Because you are heavy, you became heavy, because your intention is to win. See, instead of that, you are not worried about winning or losing. You are even getting ready to lose a game also, no problem. You take winning and losing both equally. You consider it as equal. Partially you may have a bit more intention to win, but okay, you are ready, you are accepting even the defeat also. And you are starting the game. Now, the score may be 10 and 8. In your brain, 10 and 8 is not there. In your brain, only one thing is there. That is, the cock which is reaching you, let me give my best attack it. Let me attack it in the best way possible. So, now the result is not in your brain. So now you became a feather. Now you are not heavy with your result. It's making you heavy. If you are heavy, your speed of running will decrease. If you are light like a feather, you are light and you can very comfortably you can move. Means your focus on the result is going to make you heavy, which is which will not allow you to enjoy the game. But now in this second situation, you are not focusing on the result, but you are just focusing on just the coming ball. What is, and what best I can give, how best I can hit it. So your thought is completely focused on how best you can hit the ball. Nothing else is there in your brain. Winning or losing, nothing is there in your brain. So you are now free, you are now light, and now you can give your best will come out. See, every time if we are able to do any work to our best need not be the best. The best is different, but I am talking about our best. Our best will come out only when we are light. And I think this is one example. So, this person is now enjoying the game. The more he enjoys the game, the more he is energized. The more he is energized and enjoying the game, naturally, the chance of winning will increase. Winning and losing is being accepted by the person. Always, a person who wins always get ready to lose also. Mentally, he must be ready to lose also. So, my dear friends, one more example I would like to tell you about. The result. For example, a mother is holding a small kid in the hands and throwing the kid up into the air and catching the kid. The moment the kid is in the air, if the kid thinks about the result, if my mother accidentally miscatching me, oh, that smile cannot be seen on the face of the child. See, thinking too much about the result will not make you to enjoy the situation. Once you miss enjoying the situation, you become constipated. You become constipated. Your moments are not free. You are not free like a bird. So naturally, you cannot give your best, will not come out. So my dear friends, focus on result. See, if we are doing good work, good result comes. Result is the consequence of the work, that's all. If you are doing bad work, bad result will come. The result is not in your hand. So, which is not in your hand, we shouldn't give much time and spend much energy on thinking about that. One more thing. When you are doing any work, manasa, vacha, karmana, means in your manas, your same thing is there in your manas. In your vaku, means in your speech, the same thing is there. In your karma, in your work also the same thing. All the three are aligned along the same direction. Forget about the result. Then the best work will come out. If you are consciously doing one work, subconsciously you are thinking something else, naturally you miss the focus. See, the focus comes only when you are consciously doing some work. Subconsciously also you are aligning yourself in the same direction. When your subconscious mind and the conscious mind both are aligned along the same direction, you will do that work with a complete focus. Comes on you. Naturally, that will be a successful. Whatever the result comes, accept it. So, observe your conscious mind, what it is doing. Observe your subconscious mind, what it is giving the instruction. See that these two are aligned along the same direction. Definitely that is, you are going to focus. To focus on any work, to get the complete focus on any work, one must own that first. And you must become the mother of that project. Doing that particular work is your project. If you become become the mother of that project. So there is a difference between mother and the nurse. A mother is on duty for 24 hours into 7. There is no need of any holiday. Into 365 days. That is a mother. Any situation. So that is a mother. If it is a nurse, she takes a time. Incoming time, outgoing time. Conditions. It's only conditional. It's only a conditional work. But the mother's work is unconditional love, unconditional work. There is no condition on that work. There is no time limit, time bound. There is no any kind of boundaries are there. See, when a person is moving from finite to infinite, finite means staying between the four walls, it is finite area. You are going and spending your time at the ocean shore. The ocean shore, you can't see the other end, that is infinite. People will not like to go to the picnic into a small room because it is finite. But the people like to go into the ocean shore because that is infinite. This shift from finite to infinite is very important. When your boundary is limited and when your boundary is unlimited, the way in which you focus differs. So I think to shift, to focus on your work, you must have a clarity of why am I doing that work? How am I going to do that work? Is that work I am doing with my willingness or with somebody's willingness? If I am doing my work with my 100% willingness, I become the mother of this project. If I am doing this work with somebody's willingness, but I am not willing to do, I am doing with the willingness of someone, then consciously you are doing something, subconsciously you are not accepting the same thing what you are doing. So these two are not aligned along the same direction. Naturally you cannot focus. Your focus is missing. So you must know the reason why you are doing this work. How you are going to do this work. Who is going to mentor in doing this work. Within how much time you are thinking to do this work. What are your abilities in doing this work. How you are going to improve your abilities in doing your work. Who are going to guide you and support you. Physically, mentally, emotionally, morally, all these aspects. Is your mind ready to do this work? Is your physical body ready in doing this work? Is your emotional body ready in doing this work? Is your spiritual body ready in doing this work? Is your life energy completely working for you? Is every cell of your body accepting the work what you are doing? Then you will not be waiting for the holiday. For you, holiday, working day, any hour, any time will be the same. Because you and your work are united. You are getting united with your work. You are getting united with your work means you are becoming a karma yogi. See, when you are becoming a karma yogi, naturally your complete focus is possible. You will be completely focusing because completely you are into it. You are sinking into it. So you are breathing and you are eating and you are drinking the same kind of work what you are doing. So naturally the complete focus is possible. Result, leave the result, whatever it is, accept it. That's all. Then you will be light in doing the work. So I request, I think this is the way a person have to accept the work. Your mind have to accept in doing the work. Observe your mindset. If your mindset is, your mind is completely accepting the work, what you are doing, everything is accepting. You are taking that single idea and you are living and dying for that single idea. Naturally you can get the best focus and that work becomes the best work and the outcome naturally will be better. So, and to be focused. How to be focused? on the work. For example, in a playground, football is being played. When a football is being played, the whole team will be focusing on a single point, that is kicking the ball into the goal post. See, that goal post is a very important thing. If that goal is not kept there, a person cannot play the football. That goal post will be just driving you, means that goal is driving you and driving the whole team to kick the ball into it. So, when you are doing any work, to have the focus, you must set a goal before you. What you are doing? What you are going to reach? That is going to bring a driven force within you. The goal setting is important. And keeping a small goal is a sin. One has to keep a goal in such a way that his lifetime should not be sufficient to reach that goal. His lifetime should not be sufficient in reaching that goal. A person should keep such kind of goals, not small goals. Keeping a small goal is a sin. It's a mistake. The whole life, if you are working as a mission, then also you cannot reach that goal. That goal should be so high. My dear friends, basing on that, you start running towards it. That gives you a driving energy. Then naturally you will be completely focused, because sometimes the football is being played by all the players. And someone who is sitting in the gallery observing the whole game, having a bird view, can analyze the players in a better way. This is a very important. Sometimes all of us must take a place in the gallery and sit in the gallery and observe the kind of game. See, life is a game. Life is a game. We are all in the participants of that. But we should sometime, we have to spend in sitting in the gallery and observing and having a bird view of complete vision. See, I think now you understood what is the meaning of a bird view. If your altitude is increasing and if you are able to see, you can see a greater area. On the whole, at once you can see. That is going to give you a better idea. So, this also is a very important. A person can completely focus only when he is having a goal and working for a goal. Then only he can give his best. And he will definitely be focused completely, because he is enjoying the work. Maximum happiness. He is getting the maximum happiness out of the work what he is doing. If any person is waiting for the Saturday or Sunday to come, means the rest of the days is a punishment for him. Means he is not getting immense happiness out of the work what he is doing. So naturally he cannot focus completely. And any work is going to be the best work only when, if it is having a selflessness must be there. If you are working for yourself, it's an incomplete work. If you are working with a selfless attitude, shifting from selfishness to selflessness is very important. If you say I continuously, if you are working for you, naturally you will become sick. I leads to illness. If you are working for a group of people, or your extent of working is increasing, if we say we, you will be well. I is going to make you ill and we is going to make you well. So, shifting from selfishness to selflessness is very important. You are working for a good cause. Naturally, the effect is also going to be good. Cause and effect. So, I think I might have given some points what I felt about how to focus on the work instead of the result. Result is a consequence. Result is a consequence. In the process. We should only focus on the process, but not on the consequence. Naturally comes. The process is very important. The process is very important. Already we have discussed this. If you are planting a plant in your garden, bringing the plant, planting it, watering it, adding the fertilizer to it, all this is a process. Flower is a final consequence. We need not focus on the flower, but we have to focus on the process. The consequence naturally comes. So process must be given more importance, not to the final result. Thank you.